Hey guys, welcome back. It's Dotoran. I am in a major pickle. I am deep underground. I had gone looking around an old abandoned tunnel. There is no light down here. I have lost my armor. I have lost all of my supplies. I cannot find a way out of here. And I'm hearing bad guys. And I honestly don't know what I'm going to do. You can attempt to fight me. Come on. You going to hit me? You're kind of dumb, aren't you? Ha. Take that. Take that. Take that. Take that. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, well, luckily enough, we built that bed, so we're going to be able to do that. Yeah, this is what I mean about, you know, you get going, you know, exploring these mines, and then it kind of gets away from you, and you can get yourself massively lost. No, seriously though, guys, this is not my single play world. This is an upcoming multiplayer server world. And this is Dotoran's World 2. And before I click the respawn button, I want to talk a little bit about what I have done in my absence from the other servers. Let's take a look at Paris, France for a second. I had taken a trip with the school to Paris a number of years back, and one of the places we got to go was the Arc de Triomphe. And while we were standing at the top of this thing, I noticed the road patterns. The arch sat right here, and a circle surrounded it, and 12 streets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 streets radiated out from the arch. And then, like I said, there was the circle around the arch. There was a circle a little farther out from the arch. And then it's not exactly easy to see, but you know, the side streets kind of connect to create a series of concentric circles around the arch. Here's an actual photo where you can kind of see these roads heading on down, and then the larger circle was even farther out. That got me to thinking of a plan for Dotoran's World. But a plan that took the circles and Minecrafted them. So not a circle, but squares. So here's what I decided to come up with. I'm going to hit respawn. This is exactly what's going to happen when you guys log in for the first time, because you've never entered the world. You're going to spawn in at the spawn point location of Dotoran's World 2. And here I am. Turns out, spawn is the center of town. Now, I am in survival mode, which is exactly what we're all going to be in. But let's take a spin into creative for a second so that I can show you what's going on. Let's see if we can find north. This is the north exit of spawn. So I'm just going to come over to the far side of north, towards the south end, and we need to fly. Actually, before I fly, let's make sure we're in far, so that you guys can see the full effect of Dotoran's World. That should be good right there. Okay, I can't really, well, I can sort of move it around a little bit, but I want it to swing out here until we get that whole map. I'm going to zoom out a little bit more. There we go. Alright. We will take a walk around this in this video and show you what we have to play around with. I was devastated when we got hacked by that Nova Squadron, I guess you'll call it. I put a lot of work into it so you guys could have fun, you could be safe, you could have space to do stuff that you would like to do. And some of you had created some things that were just absolutely phenomenal. And it really shook me up. And it was kind of really a shame that we lost it all. And I wanted to see if I could create, you know, in the back, you know, while you guys weren't around, something that we could possibly use as a replacement. And this is what I had come up with. I had also done more research in how things run in the game in relation to places like Spawn, and in how various things are put together. And I used all of that information in the creation of this world. I also began to consider whether or not I wanted to do things like include a welcome center that would give you unlimited access to all sorts of things that you know, you would have to work for if you were in a, you know, a vanilla plain survival world. And I wasn't loving the idea. I mean, some of you just weren't getting it, that, you know, I was giving you some stuff to get you started, but then once you exhausted that stuff, you were kind of on your own, and it was going to be up to you to figure out what it was you were going to need in order to survive. So I've decided to make some changes in that area as well. So as I'm letting this fill in a little bit, I'm going to describe a little bit of what we're seeing here. And I'm going to try to take a snapshot so that I can hopefully use the mouse in here as well. But I'm trying to let a little bit of this map, especially down in the lower left-hand corner, flesh out a little bit more before I take a snapshot. But what I was thinking was that we could use this as our new place to work. Well, let's take a look at it just in words for now. In the very center of that shot where we flew straight up, basically, you could kind of see the water from the fountain. That innermost square is Spawn. Okay, that's the area that no matter where you are, if you die and you don't have a bed, you're going to pop up somewhere in that neck of the woods. That grassy square outside of it is, I don't know what they call it, but it's like a non-changeable zone, a non-modifiable zone that exists 6 blocks outside of the confines of Spawn. So that was something new I learned. I had thought simply you could not modify blocks in Spawn, you know, in survival. But it turns out that Spawn is actually a smaller square that exists within this non-modifiable zone. So that grassy area that surrounds Spawn, we can't build on. So I took advantage of that as well. All right, surrounding that are the 12 public farms that can give us basically all of the supplies, resources, food that we could ever want. The only thing is that they are exhaustible unless we work together to take care of it. Okay? Now I do want to get rid of the weather because I don't want that in our screenshot. So what I'm going to say is weather clear for, I think it's 6 nines you can do. Is that going to like it? Yes. Weather clear, that number is the number of seconds you would like the weather to go away. So it will not snow, rain, fog, any of that stuff for quite a while. All right, I think I've got enough of it to do. So what I'm going to do is press F2 to take a screenshot. Then I'm going to exit the world for a second so that I can bring up the snapshot. Now I am going to pause the video because I don't want you to see IP addresses. So hold on a second. Okay, here's that screenshot. So we're out of the game, and this is the screenshot that I just took. So yeah, spawn is here. This is that non-modifiable region. These are 12 public farms. In the corners, we have all 4 types of wood gardens planted in the correct way for those types of trees to grow. Inside, we have got things that we can eat. So under here is for mushrooms. This is sugar cane. This is cocoa beans. This is, I believe, wheat, if I remember correctly. Scooting over here, these two are brand new structures to take advantage of some 1.4 food sources. This, I believe, is our carrot garden, and this is our potato garden. Both of these I actually found in the world. I found a potato being carried by a zombie that I killed. So every potato in here came from that one zombie. I came across a village that was growing carrots, so I grabbed 1 carrot and brought it here. And this entire garden is grown from carrots in the game. And then the last 2 are our watermelons, and our pumpkins exist in these 2. Okay? Now there's actually 14 public gardens. The 12 that exist on the outskirts for wood and food. On this grassy area, you're going to notice cows, pigs, and chickens. Now there's only a couple, and I want to kind of keep it that way. I don't want to have a massive herd of animals in here, because the more animals that are in here, the slower the game will be, and the higher the possibility that they'll be able to get out of this area. All right? And then the last garden is actually underneath spawn. And the entrance is in the center of the fountain. So if you walk into the water and let yourself fall through, you'll come to an underground pond. And over in the corners of that pond, you'll see a chest with fishing poles. And you can do all the fishing you want to down there to gather fish for yourself to eat. So really, everything in this little center area is going to help us survive. Now, these are pathways, sidewalks. There are gateways to the west, north, east, and south out of the spawn area. Same thing here, these little dark pieces lead you from spawn into the area that the animals live. And again, in the 4 cardinal directions, okay? On the outskirts, we have these. They don't exactly look square-shaped because of the contour of the land. But every one of these, and there are 12 of them, are blocks that are 33 by 33 blocks wide, with 3 blocks in between for use as a pathway. You can kind of see the beginnings of a pathway right here. I didn't finish it yet because I'm not sure what this is going to turn into. Once we figure it out, I'll create the possible sidewalk through here. On the outskirts, this green line is a sidewalk that runs all the way around Dotoran's World City. This is the fence that will keep all the bad guys out. Every place that a sidewalk comes out, has an exit out to the fence, including the corners that have two, one out this way and one out this way. Another 1.4 addition to the game are beacons, and I've used 4 of them. I believe that's the diamond, the emerald, the gold, and the iron beacon. These shoot up streams of light as far up into the sky as you can see. It's a great way to find out where we are if you happen to be way out in the unexplored areas. Now, there are some really cool things located close by. There's a ravine over here. There's an underground cave system right here. There are tons of additional trees over here. Over here we have water. We have tons of mounds of dirt. Over in this area, tons of sand and extra goodies. And up here, some more stuff I'm going to let you explore. Check out the ravine, because there's something else kind of cool down there too. Now, the last piece is the subway system. There are 2 subways in Dotoran's World City. One comes all the way around the outside of the public farms. The second comes all the way along the green outside area. It is completely safe underground. There are no mobs. This is incredibly well lit. You can even see all the torches that exist throughout here to ensure that we are completely safe inside this zone. Just like the original Dotoran's World, if you don't want to be completely safe, please feel free to venture out and go wherever you want to go. We do have a nether portal, and I believe it's either on the north or the south side right along here as you'll come up. There's a staircase that comes up to lead us in here, and to the left and right of it is a doorway that goes slightly underground to our portal. There's an incredibly basic nether station, enough to keep you safe as soon as you pop out. But since we don't have any other places to go yet, I haven't really expanded upon it, so it's just a place to get us started. Okay? Now, here's what I'm planning before we come in, and I'll show you a little bit about this. One of the problems I noticed in our original Dotoran's World was that people were living like so close to each other. One guy here, one guy right on top, one guy right on top. It's great to have a neighbor, but you want to have room to do some of the stuff you might do sometime in the future. I noticed a lot of you were immediately building your house, and then you were done. But then later it hit you, oh shoot, I want a garden, or I want sheep, or I want something else near me. And it was turning out to be a problem because your buddy was living right next door to you. Sometimes the houses were almost 1 block away from each other. This is where I came up with the idea of these 33 by 33 squares. What I'm envisioning is that only one person would live inside of this square. They could have a neighbor that lived over here and another neighbor that lived over here. But this little 3-block wide sidewalk would always stay right there so that you had a little bit of space between you, and other people had a way to make outside the fence. Okay? Now, we're going to go back in, and I'm just going to wander around and peek in at all the farms. This is something you guys can explore when you visit. But I want to point out what I decided to do instead of using a welcome center. All right, so hold on a second while I hop back into Minecraft. Okay, guys, Welcome to Dotoran's World City. If you find the north entrance of spawn and start right here to the left, you can read signs that are located right below where I am now. Read all the signs that face the fountain, going all the way around until you end up at that sign. And you'll learn about Dotoran's World. You'll learn about the rules that I expect. Alright, so this is spawn in here. It's just a pretty little place for us to reappear when we die, until you get your bed in place. If you wander up into the fountain and drop yourself in, you'll come out to our little fishing pond. Alright? It's a little nuts with color, I know. I was going just crazy in here. Okay? Hit the chest, grab a fishing pole, go nuts, get as much fish as you want, and go on home. There is enough light in here to guarantee that no bad guys spawn in on you. You could stay in here as long as you want and get as much food as you need. Okay? When you're done, just swim back up. And I've done this testing long enough to give you at least 4 bubbles before you come out of here. Okay? Alright. If we just kind of hop up here, you'll see in this corner, that's the jungle tree garden. Okay? If we hop over to this exit, we can come out into the animal farm. Please don't let the animals come in here or exit out when you go out there. Wait until they leave or go to a different exit. So I've got like 3 or 4 chickens, cows, and pigs sitting out here in this area. As long as you leave 2 of them, we can breed replacements, okay? Now, in 1.4, something has changed. Cows can still be bred using wheat, but pigs and chickens have changed. If you want to breed a chicken, you've got to get seeds from tall grass and right-click on them to get them to breed. Pigs are a little tougher. Pigs need carrots to breed. So, again, leave at least 2 alive. And then if it's pigs, get yourself a carrot, right-click each of them. They'll spawn out or breed out a baby pig, and will include or increase the number of pigs. Wheat for cows, seeds for chickens. Okay? All right, I'm going to come back over here, and we'll head outside. And I think this is the east gate, right? Yeah, that's the east gate. I believe the nether portal is the north or the south. Okay, inside of this pretty building is our new carrot farm. Alright, so you can check that out on your own. I am going to point out one building because a lot of the buildings share things in common. So here we have all the jungle wood you could ever want. And again, if you cut it down, please plant more. Okay, this is our mushroom grinder. Alright, you just need a piece of bone meal. You right-click the center mushroom. It grows huge. Come in here. As you take out the pieces, little baby mushrooms pop out. Alright, just replant the ones that are on that center pad for the next person. Heading along the sides. This is the sugarcane farm. You can also use it for reeds to make paper. This is the spruces, the dark woods, all the cocoa beans you could ever want, right along here. Keep coming along. We'll peek in here. There's the wheat farm. Standard oak wood farm. Here we are growing pumpkins. Next door is, let's see, can we see them? Yeah, here we are. Watermelons right here. All the birch trees you could want. Step up. Peek in. This is our other new farm. These are potatoes. Okay. Toss a potato into a furnace, you get a baked potato. And this brings us back to the carrots. Alright. Now I am going to hop out just a short so that we can speed ourselves up a little bit here. I forgot to point out as we were over here, and I think it was, yeah, it's over here. Oh, hello. Now, I know we're near the portal because that guy came out of the portal. He won't attack you unless you attack him. So again, this is the south entrance. Go to the south entrance, either side of the staircase. You'll be able to come down and access the nether portal. We'll hop in here real fast. And like I said, it's not much, but it's safe. Okay? You can come out here. You can do whatever you like. These are all empty chests, so store your stuff away before you venture out. I did do a bit of exploring. I am not going to tell you where, but I did find a fairly good-sized nether fortress out there. It's not too far away. We were kind of blessed in that area. Okay? So give it a shot. Notice the glass. The glass is part of the new texture pack. So if you haven't downloaded it yet, I would highly recommend it. It's awesome. Alright, there's also some cool half slabs built into it as well. Alright, we're almost at 30 minutes, but I want to take one more second to show you the last thing. You're going to come in. You're going to spawn. Alright, right up there. You can check out all the stuff I just pointed out. Okay? I will go into one of these. I think I can do it over here. Okay? This is the entrance, and you'll see them all over the place. This is the actual, it's hard to read here, the blue station of the subway. I'll let you guys play around with that. There is something interesting down here, though, that I'll point out. This is to keep the mobs out of the subway. This is a pressure plate tied to a control block that will take you to the subway. If this trap door is down, the bad guys can't come and hit that plate. Now what's interesting is they don't register as people. So if this wasn't here and a mob was to walk on here, the closest person to this control block would automatically be transported to the blue station, which is a little weird when you're up here, you know, cutting wood down, and then the next thing you know, you're in the subway station. You just right-click it, step on it, and you're at the blue station. You see that? Step through here, and you're back out to the top world. Alright, it's kind of neat because this is sitting directly on top of that touch plate. When you go through, it automatically closes. The bad guys can't get in. Alright, it's down here that I wanted to show you. Here is one of those squares, and I want to see if we can get up there. There we go. Every one of these large squares is 33 by 33 blocks long. Come out, check all the little ones around. There's 12 of them. Check them all out. Find the chunk of land you think you might want to live in, if you want to live inside the safe zone. And let me know which one you want to live in, and it'll become yours. Instead of a welcome center, I am giving you everything that this wall is made out of. So this includes a diamond block. Put this block in a workbench, you now have 9 diamonds. Same thing for emerald and gold. 9 emeralds, 9 golds. I'm giving you 27 iron ingots. There's a bed to keep the night away, 2 double chests and a workbench, a furnace. In one double chest, oh, this one's empty. All right, how about this one? Oh, all right, I'll fill these in. In this chest are 2 full sets of iron armor. In this chest is a set of weapons and a set of tools, all made out of iron. So that iron you can use for other things like buckets and clocks and compasses, and then replacements for these when they get killed. All right. Something new in 1.4, flower pots. I'm giving you 8 of them to get yourself started. Okay. For some of the cool redstone stuff you might want to do, I'm giving you 4 regular pistons, 4 sticky pistons. Here's 3 blocks of redstone. Okay, knock it down and you'll be guaranteed at least 1 redstone dust, probably 2 or 3. I'm giving you 32 wooden planks. So you don't even have to chop trees down right away. I'm giving you 16 pieces of sand. I'm giving you 16 of these new cobblestone fences. And I'm giving you 16 wooden stairs. And I believe this is going to bring us, yep, to the last one, 16 blocks of coal. All right. The last thing I'm giving you is everything inside the square. All the trees, tall grass, and 64 torches that are lighting it up to keep the bad guys away while you're inside checking out what your land is. And I'm just going to walk in here. I mean, look at this. This is 33 by 33 blocks. This is not small. You have got a nice chunk of space to play around with. This one is very hilly. There are a few that are very flat. There are a couple that have water. There are 2 that have little caves. You're going to have to wander around and explore, and it's really on a first-come, first-served basis. This world will go live over Thanksgiving break weekend, probably Tuesday evening before Thanksgiving Thursday. Okay? Let me know. Look, you can see there's a beacon right there in the corner. All right? The rules are the same as we had in the last world. Those rules are spelled out over there on spawn. Okay? You may have everything that is on the border or inside of your square. You may not take anything that surrounds any other square. That's for one of your neighbors. All right? Everybody gets the same thing to start the game. Once it's gone, you're going to have to use the farms or go out there where it's unsafe and get it the hard way. So I'm going to end this video showing you the new fence. I decided to get a little easy. Now there is 2 creepers out there. I don't want to get too close because if they see you, see that? They could very easily blow up. I believe it's within 3 blocks. Don't get close or they're going to blow a hole in the fence. Okay? I'll try to come down here where there isn't a bad guy. There's a slime right there. Alright, they're far enough away. This new fence is kind of cool. It's very basic, very simple. It's a cobblestone step with a cobblestone... Oh, hello. Whoa, didn't see him. With a cobblestone fence right above it. There are torches on every block of this fence. Every place a sidewalk, there's this 3-block wide sidewalk. Every place a sidewalk comes out, you'll see a way out. All right, it's totally up to you whether or not you want to venture out there or not. Okay, the way this fence is put together is that this fence, and there's another bad guy, is 1 block farther in than these stairs. That's so that this little guy can't come over the fence. So we will be very safe inside of this fence. And as long as you don't get too close, the creepers aren't going to blow up, and the skeletons aren't going to shoot you. If you're up here and there's a skeleton out, like say right over here, he can shoot you. Okay, so be careful there. Stay away from the creepers. This fence is neat because you can see through it. So we can see what's over there. Okay? I'll come over here because there's water that'll slow the bad guys down. Okay? I do see, I think that is a zombie. Yep. Hello guys, how are you? Sorry. Not happening. Alright. Okay guys, look forward to it. More information on this world will be coming soon. Alright, sometime over Thanksgiving. Alright, hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.